I don't really like making videos like this because it could come across kind of as a little bit whiny, but just to clear the air, I'm not whining about this. I'm simply informing you and simply asking questions as to why one thing is deemed inappropriate, but other things that are potentially much worse are deemed just fine and peachy keen. Now, you might remember over the weekend, I made a video about Mortal Kombat 1, specifically the Nintendo Switch version, which has been getting a lot of publicity online because of the downgrade in graphics from the PS5 to the Switch. And I mean, yeah, it's definitely there, but if you played Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, you should kind of know what to expect. But that video was doing very well for the channel, and then all of a sudden I noticed, like, views just fell off a cliff. All of a sudden it wasn't getting much views anymore, much interaction, and I was kind of confused by that. I went into my back end and looked, and sure enough, the video had been hit with an age restriction, meaning that you have to sign into YouTube in order to view it and be 18 years or older, and it was given limited ads. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal? It's a violent game, so, maybe advertisers wouldn't want to run stuff on there. You probably should be older in order to watch this, and I'm not even necessarily saying that that mindset is wrong. But there's two things that are going on with this that really bother me, because if you know anything about YouTube, and if you don't, I'm going to educate you. When a video gets hit with an age restriction, when a video gets hit with limited ads, all of a sudden YouTube just stops promoting that video. Now you might say, well, why is that the case? Well, first and foremost, let's look at the limited advertisement situation. In YouTube's mind, now that this video has limited ads on it, they are not going to want to promote this video. They'll want to promote other videos that don't have limited ads on it, simply because of the fact that, hey, they'll make more money when a video has full ads on it versus a video that has limited ads on it. You see, YouTube cares more about money than I do, and I'm a man who cares about money. The age gate thing, that also completely restricts your video in search algorithms. You could see countless YouTubers talking about this, but I got to thinking, and I got to doing some research and stuff like that, and we're going to do this research together. But is YouTube waging a war on Mortal Kombat 1 on their platform? Because I remember some instances of this happening with Mortal Kombat 11. I'm pretty sure I made a video on it, but I remember when I made my review, everything was fine. YouTube has since updated their policies since my initial Mortal Kombat 11 videos, so within my mind, it's like, well, this is video game stuff, I did poke around on the internet. I did look at places like IGN's coverage of Mortal Kombat 1, which I'll show you guys right now, to see, if they were getting hit with stuff like this. Now, I am in a window here, an incognito window, as you can see. No, I'm not watching some adult films. I'm doing this for a reason, because of the fact that I'm not logged into my YouTube account. This is just, how anyone viewing YouTube who's not logged in would see YouTube. So I would see ads and I would see age gate restrictions, because on my main account, I have YouTube Premium, and you should too. Looking at this list of front page videos, holy hell, man, this is tongue. Okay, Cleopatra's tongue. Mr. Beast with his creepy smile. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Ooh, stupid things millionaires pay for. Like, God, man, kids are freaking idiots. But let's go ahead and test out some theories here. So let's go to Mortal Kombat 1 fatalities. I can't spell. So we look at here, you could see here that these are all age restricted, and that's why they are blurred, so that, you have to log in order to get this. You could see that IGN's video from 4 days ago, it's blurred, but for some reason, some of this stuff isn't blurred. Brutalities aren't blurred, even though brutalities can be deemed a fatality, because they're pretty brutal. Every starter fatality was fine. All fatalities from GameStop was fine. Are you running ads on this? Let's take a look here. Okay, so no ad popped up, but obviously it's fine for some people to upload videos showcasing all fatalities from this game, but it's not for everyone. So there's no consistency. There is no clear guideline as to what is deemed appropriate and what is deemed inappropriate. Because in my video, I literally showed 2 fatalities and 1 fatal blow. I did that via a conscious effort. And I'm not trying to snitch on here with, GameSpot's coverage of this or anything. I'm simply just using them as an example, because this is an example that I can use. So some Mortal Kombat Fatality 1 videos are fine, but some aren't. Some reviews, let's look at review. Mortal Kombat 1 review. That's pretty interesting. So all of these reviews, except for this one from IGN, all of these are fine. But some of them aren't, and some of them you're not allowed to show stuff. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand where we're drawing the line with this. And is this just a Mortal Kombat 1 problem? So I got to thinking, well, let's take a look at some Mortal Kombat 11 stuff here. Let's take a look at the fatalities list and see if we have any problems. And sure enough, once again, we have inconsistencies. We have this video here, 1 million views from Rajman Gaming. Fine, do whatever you want, Rajman. But M for movesets, no, you're not allowed to do it. Every fatality in Mortal Kombat 1 from GameSpot. No, you're not allowed to do it. But we could do Spawn's fatalities on it. Like, I don't understand how YouTube just sits there and picks and chooses who to approve and who not to approve under what sort of circumstances. I am all for having a system in place where you decide what content goes onto your platform. You are hosting my content. I totally understand that. All I'm asking is that everything is even keeled across the board. If one person is not allowed to do this, if I made a video and somebody else's video that was like the exact same video showed very similar stuff, if they got in trouble for showing that and their video got restricted and their video got screwed over, but my video didn't, I would still be asking questions. I would be like, that makes no sense. But what about real world stuff? What about, actual people, potentially dying, whether it be in a movie or in real life or something? Well, let's look at beheading here. Let's get put on a government list here. So, I could watch this movie clip here of the other Boylan girl, of Anne Boylan getting her head chopped off, which I've actually watched before. And look, I actually get an advertisement. Now, they don't show you the head being chopped off, but they show you the blade coming in. There's a sound and everything, but that's okay. That's allowed. Hey, you know what? We'll run some advertisements on there. What else do we have here? Let's see. So Lord of the Flies, people dying. That's cool. No age restriction needed there. It's a movie. It's not real life. I know that's what you're saying. Let's see here. Oh, so I can... probably not going to show that, but I could see that ISIS is throwing men off of a building for their sexual orientation. And look, I don't have an age gate on this. I can just watch this willy-nilly, but I can't watch a video game character getting killed by another video game character. Does that not seem bizarre to anyone else? Does that not make any sort of sense to anyone? Like, where, so real life violence is cool. This is fine. This Afghan woman being stoned for having a wife, that's fine. No age gate needed. You could be 7 years old and watch that. But God forbid you try and watch a freaking, Schindler's List. Look, I could watch a clip from Schindler's freaking List. Have you ever seen that movie? Not exactly a peachy keen movie, but that's fine. We could run ads on that because we're movie clips. But for some reason, a video game, this is my problem with it, because I always mention stuff like this. Is it annoying that I lost out on money on that video? Sure as hell is. But I'm someone who makes videos constantly, so I'll rebound. If I have a video that flops, okay, there's always tomorrow, because I'm probably going to make another video the next day. It's fine. It's not a huge burden on my wallet. But what if I wasn't? What if I was one of those people who just uploads, once a week or potentially once a month? And that's my whole income or something like that. Like, I'm getting another job because this video got demonetized. The video actually went through checks initially for copyright claims and all sorts of stuff, and it was fine. It was fine for about a day and a half until YouTube cut it off at the knees. But why is a Hollywood movie clip or even a real life clip? Obviously, those real life clips did not have ads ran on them. But is that because they chose not to run ads on them? Because I was able to log in without being 18 and see that. I didn't have to log in, I should say. But a movie, which actually uses humans and actually mimics real life more so than a fantasy video game is concerned, that's fine. The movie companies can make money. The video game industry is still treated as a children's medium. And it's ridiculous. It is bigger than the movie industry. It is bigger than the music industry. It is bigger than the TV industry. It is bigger than the film industry. It is the biggest entertainment medium in the world. YouTube. I know you're watching this because Team YouTube follows me on the YouTubes, and you're probably going to get mad about this. I'm potentially nuking my channel by making this video because now they're going to be like, oh, we're going to restrict this video too. But I did this video very calculated and very carefully. I'm not showing you anything that I showed in my initial Mortal Kombat video, so you can't get that from me. All us as content creators, individual content creators, all we're asking is for consistency. For consistency. A video game should not be subject to all of this ridicule, whereas a film is absolutely fine. You could watch the most effed up things on your television and see a freaking Charmin Ultra ad with the little bears. Look at my hiney, I'm cleaning my hiney. Here's some tampons, and nobody gives a shit. But on YouTube, it's like, a violent video game. Well, I'll be darned. We can't let, the kids are watching YouTube. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Be better, YouTube. Okay, if you're going to put restrictions on a game, you know what? Come out there. Come out there and say, hey, if you upload videos on this game, you're going to get restricted on there. Let's see how game developers feel about that. Let's see how that impacts their sales and how they view you. Maybe, you know, maybe that is what this will take. Maybe this is what needs to happen in order for, you know, other people beyond just YouTubers to step up beyond, you know, dealing with this stuff. Is getting the people who are held to a higher degree for whatever reason to the same standard that we're held to, or telling them, hey, you know, we're not going to let people put monetized videos up on your channel. Look, let's see how well that goes for you. Anyways, I mean, I just want to get this off my chest, man. I feel like a lot of people will understand where I'm coming from. If you don't understand where I'm coming from, I don't care. I don't care because I just explained to you why this is frustrating. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.